morning and welcome back to AM Live. I'm here with the lovely Carolyn Fregulia. How are you?
Good job at pronouncing that. I'm impressed.
And Carolyn is from ACRA, of course, and you've seen her probably on the show. And she has so much to talk to us about this morning.
I do.
So she's going to talk about all the upcoming things going on and what's available for you as far as the Amador County Recreation Agency is concerned. So Carolyn, tell us, first of all, let's talk about the community garden.
Well, the community garden, we're going into our fall season now. First, I would like to say that we had a very generous donor through the Amador Community Foundation that gave us a wonderful grant to build the infrastructure of the garden. So we've been working on that all summer.
And of course, the garden is located on Jackson Gate Road.
It's the RCD ACRA garden. It's by the Chickazola store, but you can't see it because it's kind of behind some houses.
Offset,
but it's there, and just get a hold of ACRA if you're interested. I just wanted to let you know that we've been busy all summer building raised beds. We've had a problem with the squirrels out there, so it's
Who hasn't had a problem with squirrels right now? They're going crazy.
They were bad.
Yeah, right.
So our final solution after trying all sorts of things was to build very high raised beds and then put hoops with wire mesh over them. And then we finally were successful in having some very nice gardens out there. So we have plots for the fall garden for sale. They're 4x12. Raised bed with the hoop, for $75, and that will get you through the entire year. So you can have a fall garden, winter garden, spring garden,
and summer garden. Oh wow, that's an amazing
and
deal.
I was going to tell you that we've been building these raised beds, and so we've been if we build them, they will come. Well, now we're going to turn over. If we get too many people, we'll just build them as they come.
Yes.
So we've got lots of room out there, so there's lots of room for gardens.
And if we do truly have this El Nino, then maybe you won't have to water as much.
That's true.
That's true. That's great.
Yeah.
So $75
for a 4x12 plot. Call ACRA at 223-6349 and make arrangements to rent a plot, and then it's yours to do with what you want.
And how many do you have?
I think right now we have 6 or 7 built.
Wow.
And we can continue building them. So
great.
We've got a large area that we can put.
So if you don't have an area to build a garden in your home or around your home, then definitely give them a call, because that's great.
Yes.
So
now I'd like to talk about the hub. God, we've been so successful with the hub this year. There's been so many programs. It's been really great.
And it's amazing to have.
Yes. Yeah. We've had all kinds of adult classes there. We've had salsa and Zumba, belly dancing. We're going to be setting up an ongoing gentle kind of yoga.
Nice.
This year we've had fly fishing and winemaking and
fly fishing. How do you have fly fishing?
Yeah, well, it's great. They have a couple classes, and then they take people out for to go out and
the basics.
And then go out there and try your hand.
That's exciting.
We're going to have a photography class. It's starting next week. That will do the same thing. I think there's 5 class sessions and then a field trip. Go out and see what you can film with all the fall colors.
That's so great.
I think we have an internet safety program going on right now. So we have always something. We have astronomy that's there every month. So we have ongoing programs, plus we have individual classes. We've had a lot of youth programs there. We had the summer program. The Arts Council will be doing a holiday music program.
Oh, how nice.
Nexus is now utilizing the hub for their Friday Night Live.
Right.
Of course, we're going to be gearing up for the haunted house and the Christmas program.
It's coming before you know it, right?
Yes.
It's already October.
So there's all kinds of things. One of the things that's happening is that our after-school program is really expanding. And now we're upwards of 30, and I think the other day we had 31 or 32 kids.
Wow.
So we're looking for another after-school instructor, because we need to have at least 3 adults in the facility when we have that many kids.
Yeah.
So,
do you have anything in mind of what you're looking for?
Well, we're looking for some. Well, first of all, the person has to love kids.
Right.
Because you're talking.
Of course. If you have 30 kids in there, you have to really have patience and love.
That's right. And most of them are in that age group of middle school. The 6th through 8th graders. So they can be fun at times. But
you could say it. They can be a handful at times too. But they need to be entertained, and
that's right.
Their minds are
and
ready
so
to learn.
I'm looking for somebody young and somebody that loves kids. I'm looking for somebody that will work 2 to say 5:30 Monday through Thursday afternoons.
Oh.
And you know how ACRA is. We've always got new programs going on, so chances are those hours will be building as time goes on.
Yes, yes.
So I'm looking for that. And I'm also looking for sponsors for some of our students. We have a lot of low-income families that are coming in and utilizing our facility for the after-school program. We're asking $50 per child because we have to pay for all this personnel. So $50 per child per month, which we feel is very reasonable.
That is very reasonable.
But some of our families can't afford that. So I'm looking for sponsors to help sponsor some of these students. We'll never turn anybody away, but it is getting very difficult for us to fund the program.
Oh, yes, of course.
So that's what's going on.
Well, that's nice to know. If you want to sponsor somebody or a family that can't afford it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Earlier, you and I were talking about Pioneer Park.
Yes, Pioneer Park.
Pioneer Park. We've had some real problems up there this year with vandalism. It's been, it had gotten so bad that we actually, or I should say the county, had to close down the bathrooms during the softball season and bring in porta potties.
Yeah. I went to a few events there, and there's no bathroom.
Yes.
But they had, the portable toilet.
They had the portable toilet.
But still.
Yes, and it's very expensive, very costly for the county to be able to repair the damage. It's just been horrific. So I went to the county with an idea recently, and we're working on it, for ACRA to actually take over the management of the park. And we're negotiating that right now. Because before that time, we simply had the custodial maintenance of it. And then, of course, we ran the softball leagues. But now we're talking about actually turning management over to ACRA so that we manage the facilities. And my goal is to bring more people in. Because if we can have more activities up there and have more events and classes and more leagues, I think the more activity we have, the less likely we're going to have problems with vandalism.
Right.
We want to try to get a surveillance system in there and fix up some of the buildings. Like, we would like to reopen the Scout Hut.
Oh, that would be great.
So Lynn Morgan and I are putting together a town hall meeting on October 15th at the Veterans Hall in Pioneer Park to just get some feedback from the community as to what they would like to see the park do. It needs to be revitalized. It needs to be used again, because at this point in time, other than people coming in and maybe using the playground or the tennis courts, only the softball league is there now.
Yeah, it does need to be utilized. And it's a great spot, too.
Yes, it is. It's a wonderful
It's been
park.
around for a long time. I mean, it's been there since I was a kid. No, I'm not young anymore.
Well, from what I understand, it's actually owned by BLM and leased by and the county leased it years ago.
Okay.
And as I said, the county just can't afford to do this kind of repairs anymore.
Right.
So ACRA's going to step in and see what we can do to help
Wonderful.
and try to
Isn't
get
that
the county
And
involved.
if anybody wants to donate, then they can, please do, and to revitalize the park.
Well, we're going to set up, one of my ideas is to set up a Friends of the Pioneer Park through the Amador Community Foundation.
Great.
And then any donations that are made will go into that fund, and then they'd be tax deductible, because that would make it a 501c3.
Yes.
So what we're thinking, some of the things that needs to be done is we need to put a surveillance system in. Mm-hmm. We need to repair the septic system out of the Scout Hut so that they don't. The county actually closed down the Scout Hut some time ago because of the septic system, but they've agreed to let me to have programs in that facility as long as they use the outside bathrooms.
Wow.
But it would be really great if we could get the septic system set up again.
So what's the date that you're going to have the meeting with Lynn Morgan?
It will be October 15th.
October 15th, which is coming up.
Which is Thursday. Yeah. It's a Thursday.
Okay.
At the Veterans Hall at 6 o'clock
in
Pioneer Park.
Yeah, so if you can come out
and we'll make an advisory committee of residents of Pioneer to get them involved.
That would be lovely, yes.
And I've already talked to the Little League team, and they want to put their intermediate team on the ball field, so they're going to volunteer to go down and clean up the lower ball field for that. So we're already getting started.
Yeah, great. That's wonderful. There's a lot of things that you can do, and so, it's so wonderful to know that there is an organization like you, and your organization that can help, especially with youth activities, because there is a lot, but there could always be more, and there's
And we have an aging demographic here in the county
Yes,
too, and
absolutely.
so we also have to take into consideration what their needs are,
Absolutely.
especially up in Pioneer Park. So we're going to be looking at some activities that are geared towards that population.
wonderful. Oh,
And check with the schools and see if they would like to have an after-school program up there.
yeah,
So
that'd be
there's a
great.
lot of potential with that park.
There is.
But we just have to get it up and going again.
Right. It's a great place too, right off the Buckhorn Ridge Road. Yeah.
And the interesting thing is we own Molly Joyce, which is a mile away, and that is part of, we have Little League East and we have the Rotary up there that have really kind of adopted that park.
Yes.
We have no problems there.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key. You just have to get people involved.
Yeah, you have to get people involved. The organizations that like you that are getting involved, and donations are always important. And we need to really care more about those little areas like that, especially for the kids, the youth, and the community. So you have a lot of things coming up, and of course it's October. So you said you were talking about the Halloween.
Well,
at the hub.
first I'd like to remind everybody that our triathlon is Sunday
triathlon, yes.
down in Lake Comanche.
Yes. Okay.
So that's happening.
What time does that start?
Oh, it's really early in the morning. I apologize. I don't have the
Just
time
know
on that.
it's very early in the morning.
Call ACRA and ask for John. He'll give you all the details.
And then
And we have the photography class starting next week, I think,
Right.
Wednesday.
and
starting at
come to this
5:30.
meeting in Pioneer on the 15th.
On the 15th.
Yes, at 6 o'clock in Pioneer. All right, thank you so much, Carolyn.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have you on again.